was tailored.
Maafushi Island. Oh, nice. Oh, that's a nice playground. Sophie would love this. Yeah. Yeah, because there is not many people. It's only for locals, isn't it? The other part is down there. It's for tourists and bikinis. Here, no bikinis are allowed. But the playground is really cool. I really like it. And there are 3 mosques on the island as well. And a hospital, which we need to visit tomorrow.
That's Christmas is No, don't take your shoes off already. Your shoes on.
Assalamu alaikum from the Maldives. So I'm so excited to be here, guys. I have booked and cancelled the Maldives for like 5-6 times now, and it's always like what Allah says basically. If it's meant to be, if you're invited, if you know you're the best of planners, he's the best of planners, and no matter how much you plan, it might never pan out. So here we are in the Maldives in a very nice weather. It was meant to be raining this week, but alhamdulillah it's not. I'm gonna show you around, and then I'm gonna tell you what exactly I'm doing here and how I'm doing it and why I'm doing it this way. I think it's quite important because if I turn around, you're gonna see that I'm not in some resort. I'm actually in one of the local islands. And the reason why I wanted to come to a local island was simply because I wanted to experience that first before I go to a resort. Because obviously, inshallah, we're gonna go to a resort. But I wanted to experience it because obviously the Maldives is a Muslim country, and I wanted to see how other Muslims live around here, and you know, experience what it is not to go to a 5-star hotel and pay thousands a night just because you know you can afford it, I guess, but also you know help the local economy more in a more meaningful way, which hopefully we are doing by staying here. And down there, if you can see there, that's the local mosque, and apparently we're in Maafushi Island, which is one of the largest local islands, and we came, and there are 3 mosques, so during prayer time you can hear them, which is fantastic. This is kind of like the touristy area. You can see there are a lot of restaurants and coffee shops, and then this is the bikini beach as they call it, or basically just the tourist island, because the Maldives obviously it is a Muslim island, so you're not allowed to go to the beach with a bikini on the other side of the island. I took some video yesterday for you guys. It was deserted. Nobody was there basically. This is the Grand Hyatt of the Grand Hyatt. Oh my god, my brains. Grand Seaview, Canny Grand Seaview Hotel that we're staying in. There's another Canny hotel there. There are a lot of Cannys, and I remember 6 years ago when I wanted to come to the Maldives the first time, there was only one hotel, and because Mafushi is getting so popular now, there's so many more Canny hotels around, and different prices, different budgets, etc. Later on we are going to go and explore around, and I'm going to show you. I wanted to talk a little bit about why I picked Mafushi, and then kind of, I don't know, talk about budget, I guess, and experiences so far, We're staying here for 2 nights before we head off to the world of Astoria, which is the total polar opposite because it's one of the most expensive resorts. And I'm gonna tell you how I did it for free in the next video, hopefully, that you can watch. And please subscribe before I forget. But basically what I was saying is that I wanted to experience the local islands. I don't think particularly the Maldives is a place where you come. I know the image the Maldives have of villas and everything, and that's fantastic. It's a fantastic honeymoon destination for Muslims and non-Muslims, and obviously there are millions of people who visit it. Judging by the airport, even now, December, it's peak season for them. But I wanted to see the real life experience rather than, you know, the resort experience. But I guess I wanted to experience both, because doing the Maldives through a local island perspective is one of the cheapest ways actually you can do a Maldivian holiday, compared to the thousands that it takes you to get to the Waldorf or any other resort really. Hotel prices here are about 150 pounds a night. The ferry that brought us through with the hotel was like $20 per person. A lot of the things here are in dollars or in local currencies, but pretty much every time I pay in the supermarket and it's Maldivian rupees, they exchange it to dollars. But yeah, I mean, I would say even the prices are higher than you would normally, you know, consider for locals, because the local ferry, for example, is $2 to take you to the Maldives, to the Maafushi Island from Male, but the hotel speedboat was $20 per person, so there is a difference. However, if you wanted to come to the Maldives and you don't have the thousands of budget, then that's the perfect way to do it. And I am going to show you around Mafushi so you can see what exactly it is about. You can take excursions from here as well, and you can just explore. There is no problem wearing your burkini. Obviously, there are a lot of Muslim women on the beach today with me because I went swimming with my daughter. And snorkeling, oh my god, I did snorkeling for the first time. I mean, I basically dipped my face with a snorkeling mask, but I really don't like the mask that is, you know, separate, so I have a full-on mask, and it was amazing, guys. I'm gonna leave a link for my mask below. But oh my god, I can see why people come to the Maldives for like 10 times just to snorkel, because it was so amazing. I actually didn't you know, I didn't go anywhere. I literally just went at the back like 10 meters or whatever, 100 meters from the beach. But there were small rocks and there were so many different fishes, like blue and yellow. I can only imagine if you actually take one of the excursions and go and do like reef snorkeling, it will be amazing. And I'm definitely planning on doing that one day, especially with my daughter. I did it with my mom in the morning and it was so great because I can experience it with her, and I was just like poking her and being like, look, 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 there is fish. But it put it in such a perspective because I was actually swimming without my mask on, and I was near rocks, and I was like, let me see what's at the bottom of it. And I looked and there were so many fishes, which was amazing. So if you've never done snorkeling and you're a total amateur, just get a snorkeling mask and just do it for fun, which is exactly what I did. But it was such a great thing to do. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make some more videos on Mafushi. I'm gonna make some more videos on the Maldives and how to budget it and how to get it here for much cheaper, and then hopefully you can watch them and you can learn. And until then, let's go and check Mafushi. Right, so now we are going to the hospital to do, not sure exactly what. I think it has to do with the fact that we are going to another island, so they have to take our temperatures and do a form that we complete, and then we pay $50 for it, on top of the PCR test that you require in order to go to another island as well, because we paid for those as well. And here they're $50 per person. They come into the hotel and they do them for you. Yeah, and so now we're gonna go and explore a little bit of Mafushi and go to the hospital, inshallah, and then come back and sleep. And tomorrow will be our last day. So our daughter doesn't want to walk because there is no asphalt, and she's in her pram because she hates sand in her shoes, and now we have to push her around everywhere, which is not a problem really, but it's just, I find it very funny. She doesn't mind walking on the beach, but she just does not want to walk around here. This is where all the water sports are. For, you know, you can come and you can just rent them. And their prices are quite reasonable considering what they cost on the resorts. Like very, very good. I think the ones in the Waldorf are about 3-4 times more than what you would pay on a local island for the same activities basically. Yeah, actually, we can buy some snacks. Oh, that's what he said. This island is so small. I don't understand why people... We ask where the hospital is, and they're like, oh, this is like... Oh, it's so far away. And in reality, this island is only like 1 kilometer away. And we haven't even walked for 5 minutes. That's just cool.
That's nice.
Using sustainable practices, understanding and managing self. It's really nice. Brilliant. So we found the hospital, but we need to go and find the ATM first. Health center. Okay, fair enough. I guess that's an ambulance. I am loving this local vibe. It's really nice to actually walk around and, you know, see how local people live, because on a resort you cannot do that. And that's the whole beauty of doing it here and visiting, even if it is for a few days. And my husband was just telling me that the guys work at the restaurants on the beach. They work 15-hour days now for 7 days a week because it's peak season for them. So that's quite a bit. And I was just remember that when I was about 14, 15, and I used to live on an island because I grew up on a Corfu in Greece. We used to do the same thing. I used to work about 13, 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, just because it was summer and peak season for exactly the same reasons. So it's quite interesting that actually, you know, things are not very different no matter where you live. So yeah. Bank of Maldives, and then down there is actually the prison. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, you can see the sign. You can see the sign there.
You can see the sign, and down there in that corner is the actual prison of Mafushi. I guess you do need a prison here. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole island basically, because that's a restricted area obviously because it's prison, and the whole island took us about 20 minutes to do. I'll tell you exactly how long. About 20 minutes it took us to come here. But yeah, quite fun. Now we're gonna take money because the hospital only takes local money and cash to complete the form, but then everything else basically you can pay by card. Although we've tried to pay in 3 restaurants and the machines didn't work. They didn't, like, their internet connection is not very good, and they just kept saying, oh, come later, pay another time. Which was really funny. But yeah, we have to go back and pay in cash.